I am in Cricut Design Space. I'm just gonna hit the little font button and I'm gonna place my mother's name in here. My mother's name is Cynthia. And right now I am just customizing her Stanley Cup purse. I guess that's the name of it. It's a bag that you hold your Stanley Cup in. So I'm going to put her name on it. Of course, you can always change the fonts in Design Space. I like to download fonts from defont.com. Of course, if you have the page description for Cricut Design Space, there's always different fonts in there, or you can use the fonts that are on your system. So I always tell people the hardest part is finding a font that you like. So of course you go through them, and it shows you right here on the canvas what it'll look like once you pick whichever font it is that you go with. So I think this one is called the Billion Dream or the Billionaire Dream. I'm not exactly sure. I'll go back and look for you guys if someone is wondering, but it did come off of Defont. So that's DAFONT.com. And then you just download them to your computer and you can use them. So now that I have it, we're going to be using the Cricut Maker 3 to cut it out. And I'm just going to be using a piece of scrap glitter vinyl that I have. She loves pink. So since the little bag is light pink, we're just going to put this dark pink glitter iron-on vinyl. Of course, when you're using iron-on HTV, you just always mirror. So make sure you click that little button in Design Space and flip it over. This is a little piece of scrap vinyl that I'll be using. That is right here. And of course, it goes shiny side down to the matte. And what we mean by shiny side, the side where you can see the glitter on should be stuck onto the matte when you get ready to put it on. I don't know why it was taking so long to connect. I've been having issues with my internet out here in my she shed. So, I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out right now. And then, of course, while you're still on this screen, you just go and find whatever it is material that you're using. And we are using glitter. So, if you type in GLI, all of the glitter options will show up. And you just click the glitter iron on. So, it knows what pressure to cut it on. My mat is beat up, but this is shiny side. So shiny side down. There's like masking tape on here because I don't know. Sometimes I clean them off, but there's a new one in here somewhere. But we're just going to use this one for the time being. And then, of course, with Cricut products, they are really user friendly. So once the little button lights up, and you place it in, and then you just hit the little play button, and it'll go. Say it'll do its magic. Doop. And this would have been an easy project to use on the Cricut Joy or the Cricut Joy Extra because it's small. So the width is 3 inches. The height is 2 inches for this name that's going on to the... I don't know why I want to call it a Stanley purse, y'all. But what do y'all call these little bags that you tote your Stanley Cup in? So, of course, I just took it off. Please do not weed inside of your hand. It is not safe to use sharp tools and poke it with your hand on the other side. So don't do that, guys. You see me doing it because that could have been ugly. I could have stabbed my finger. We're using the Cricut mini press. I like the mini press because they can get into tight little spaces, or especially if you just don't have the space to have a full-size heat press. The little mini presses do wonders. And you can do a whole bunch of projects with the little Cricut mini presses too. So I love them. And of course, there's an E in my mom's name, so I have to take that little middle piece out. And voila. Isn't that cute? Trying to think, is this Cricut glitter vinyl? I don't know. By it being a scrap piece of vinyl, I can't tell you what brand it is. But most of it is cold peel. So right now I'm just seeing where I want to place it at on her little bag. And then I'm going to put a towel in the inside of it to press down on, because I'm going to kind of hold it in my hand when I press onto it. So just to make sure that I have a decent little space to press down on, I just folded a towel up and put it in there. So if you have a press pillow nearby, you can, typically the Teflon press pillows are, you can normally fold those up and stick them in the inside or whatever you're using it on. But you see how I got my fingers down in the little zipper area? The towel is in there just so I don't burn my hand. Because this is up on level 3, which means it is really, really hot. And we are just going to press down on there, and voila. My mommy's name is on it. As you can see in the S a little bit, it needs to be pressed down. So we just going to run that back on over that little piece for extra measures. And of course you can use a Teflon sheet or something to protect it if you're worried about getting something on it. But there it is. Isn't that just the cutest? Now, my mother has a travel bag for her Stanley cup.